Magandang hapon. Ang ating pag-usapan, natandaan nyo ba yung corrupt housing project sa Barangay Lamaan, Osami City, na pinatayo ng dating Congressman Henry Sevilla Uwaminal? At si Uwaminal ngayon ay gobernador na. So kung gobernador na siya, ang kanyang ginamit sa kanyang paglaki ng kanyang portfolio ay yung Barangay Lamaan. Kumita siya dyan ng malaki at ang si Governor Uwaminal na congressman pa siya dati ang totoong kontraktor. So siya ang totoong kontraktor, but the problem is, the truth of the matter is, ay siya yung siya yung ang ginamit nila is ginamit lang nila na pangalan dami ang construction firm ni Sara Diskaya na Alpha and Omega. So yun pala. Tapos Alpha and Omega sa kontrata, pero ang collection papunta kay Gobernador Uwaminal. Yan po ang nangyari. Tapos tuloy-tuloy sila, gumawa si Gobernador Uwaminal ng housing project na medium rise na condominium at ang ginawa pa niya na nakakahindik-hindik na kinontra siya, umiyak ang mga tao sa Osami City ay pinaggigiba niya, inagaw niya ang tituladong lupa ng mga tao ron. At ang kanyang pangagaw ay sa pamamagitan ng ginamit niya, kinutsaba niya mga korte doon. At ang kinutsaba niya mga korte ay nagbibigay naman ng writ of possession para lamang makuha ang mga lupa at malagyan ng tinatawag na mga maipapatayo na nila ang bahay na sa kanilang hinahabol. So, yan po ang nangyari doon. Yung pala, ibig sabihin kung bakit maraming kontrata ito si Alpha and Omega na isa sa tatlong kumpanya ni Sara Diskaya na sikat, ay yun po ay dahil sa mga sistema niya na nagpapagamit ng kanyang lisensya sa iba kung sino-sino at para naman kung magamit may kapalit na bayad. So, ibig sabihin po sa kaso ni Sara Diskaya, pag tiningnan mo nasa 100 plus na kontrata ang nakuha niya sa flood control projects na 545 million ang total. Mula noon sa panahon ng 2022 hanggat ngayon sa panahon ng 2025 na may bagong kontrata na. May mga bagong kontrata na naman sila. So in this case, ang itong kontrata doon sa Barangay Lamaan ay ito, ipalalabas natin yung mga ito si Marcolita din ang imbestiga nito. Tapos si Marcolita rin ang nagbisto. So ngayon sa hearing kanina sa House of Representatives sa Senate na kung saan ay kinumpara, hinalintulad ni Marcolita sa mga flood control projects ang Barangay Lamaan na multi-story na housing project ni Uwaminal. At ang puntos niya, ang ginagawa niya, kahindik-hindik po ang ginawa ng ginagawa ng Commission on Audit ang kanyang tinutukoy na sinisisi. Ang Commission on Audit po kasi, kung bakit siya ay ng problema, ay kaya pala nakakalusot ang mga magic ng mga kontraktor ay sapagkat walang auditor na nag-audit sa habang ginagawa ang construction. Yan, ibig sabihin, klaro na sa litrato natin na kung magkaroon lamang ng auditor during the execution of the contract o sa pagpapatupad pa lamang ng kontrata, sa pagkukonstruct ay mababantayan na ngayon ang mga kontrata. Wala dapat ang mga auditor na ipapadala papalit-palit kasi bibigyan lang ng pera, magre-report na ayos na. Ganon po ang mangyari. So, dito, naiklaro na dahil sa investigasyon ni Marcoleta, lumalabas na talaga that so far, the best solution that should be used in addressing the flood control project is hindi dapat umpisahan ang flood control projects kung walang auditor na nagbabantay. At ang auditor natin, galing sa Commission on Audit, dapat po kayo mag-hire ng civil engineers at saka architects at saka iba pang engineers kung patungkol sa mga project na mga heaters, ventilators, or air conditioning, HVAC, o di kaya ibang project patungkol sa electrical, sa mga substation, power substation, sa mga cooperative electric company, dapat kompleto kayo po ng mga engineers na ini-employ ninyo sa Commission on Audit. Dapat mag-improve na kasi ang problema sa Commission on Audit, nagkasya na lang sila sa sistema na ang auditor nila ay CPA lang. So paano malaman na CPA ang flood control projects? Yan ang kamalian ng Commission on Audit natin. So, lumalabas na ang official findings ni Marcoleta ay ang Barangay Laman na housing projects ni dating Congressman Henry Sevilla Uaminal or kung minsan tinatawag niya O-Animal ay hindi pala ang kanyang sariling construction firm ang ginagamit. Ang ginagamit niya, pinapalabas na kontrata ito ng Alpha and Omega sa Pasig. Yan pala, nakita kasi sa construction na naggigiba ng mga bahay ay ang mga payloader at saka mga backhoe na may tatak HSO construction. Yung pala H, Henry, S, Sevilla, O, Uaminal Construction. Ganon kabalahura. Si Henry Sevilla Uaminal po ay isang example lamang po ng kung gaano karamal-dumal ang naging sistema sa mga construction sa DPWH na nangyayari sa buong Pilipinas. Isa lamang siya. He is only a surface of the iceberg. Yan po, suma total ang nangyayari. So ano ngayon ang gagawin? So very clear na, one of the best solutions that I see na dapat pagsagawa na ng batas ang Senado na ang gagawin mula ngayon, walang mga construction projects na implement kung walang sumasabay na auditor. Hindi pwede yung auditor papasok na lang pagkatapos na ma-construct na. Kung tapos nasira na yung mga tulay, paano mangyari ganyan? So yan ang nakikita natin dito. So bubuksan na ba natin ngayon uli yung mga iyak na mga tao na apektado diyan sa Laman, sa mga taga-barangay Laman na nawalan ng bahay kasi titulado po sila, titulado mga lupa nila, tapos ginamit ko sa housing at in-expropriate, inagaw ng pamahalaan natin para pag-ipon-ipunin ng mga lupa at pag naipon na ay gagawin na ngayon na housing project. At nagawa ng housing project, ibibigay sa mga mahihirap. Paano naman yung mga tao na nakatira doon na may-ari ng lupa? Hanggang ngayon ay wala pa silang katarungan na nakukuha sa ginawa sa kanila nitong dating congressman na Henry Sevilla Uaminal or O-Animal na siyang gobernador ngayon sa Misamis Occidental. Probinsya na, tapos ang dalawang anak niya ay congressman na rin. Grabe, nagdidinasti ka dyan. Okay, pakinggan muna natin yung isa sa mga episodes sa hearing noong panahon ng COVID na ginawa ni Deputy Speaker Marcoleta. Deputy Speaker pa siya nung kakampi pa na si Romualdez. Pero nang bumaba na tinanggal siya, wala na siyang committee. So ito po ang Pakinggan natin kung ano nangyari doon sa hearing.
Director Bukal, in the last hearing, you consistently denied having reviewed the plans of the Lamhan housing project, including the contractor's billings and progress of work, because you are on a post-audit basis. Is that correct?
Right, Your Honor. That's precise, Your Honor.
O wala po kayong na-review mga plano kahit ano, di ba?
For the plans, Your Honor, it will be our technical people that will make the review, Your Honor. Our technical personnel.
Oo nga, pero future tense pa yon. Parang wala pa kayong na-review. Yun ang pagkakaintindi namin ng lahat.
For now, Your Honor, according to our technical personnel, they could not push through with the review absent this. They call this the ASDA, Your Honor, the detailed this. Let me read, Your Honor, the one that they required. We submitted this report already, Your Honor. I think the committee was furnished several times already. And per our engineer's evaluation, Your Honor, we need the SDE, the structural design analysis, and which as of now, as I called Engineer Montesa, this document still was not provided them, that they could not complete their technical evaluation.
Who is supposed to provide you all the information you need?
It's the management of DPWH, Your Honor, because DPWH is the implementing agency.
Mr. Bukal, are you familiar with COA circular number 2009-001 dated February 12, 2009?
No. Because of the many circulars, Your Honor, I cannot exactly remember what exactly is that circular about.
Okay, I will inform you about this. Clause 3.11 of this circular mandates that the government who proposed the project will furnish a copy of the contract and all documents forming part thereof. So I assume that you were given already, because we're talking here of 5 days from the execution of the contract. And this contract, I think, was already executed in 2019. Are you saying that you were not given by the DPWH of the corresponding copies of the contract and the documents that come with it? Hindi kayo binigyan? 5 days lang po ang sinasabi ni COA circular, Mr. Auditor. What is your answer? Mr. Chair, the auditor keeps on nodding, but I cannot hear him.
Hello, Director Bukal, you're in mute. Please. There.
Yes, Your Honor. Hello, Your Honor. Can I be heard? Am I heard, Your Honor?
Yes. I was asking you because under this circular, the proponent of the project within 5 days must give you all the copies of the contract and the supporting documents.
Exactly, Your Honor. That's right.
From the execution of the contract. Are you saying that you were not given by the DPWH of all these documents?
We're given, Your Honor, 5 days from perfection of the contract.
Kanina
Our auditors received them already, Your Honor.
Kanina sinasabi mo hindi pa kayo nabigyan. Ngayon sinasabi mo
No, I did not see we did not receive, Your Honor. What I said, Your Honor, is because of the many circulars that our commission
May pera ba
was
dito?
issuing, I could not exactly remember, but now I know, Your Honor, that you're referring to that circular about submission of contracts to the office of the auditor within 5 days, and it's from perfection, Your Honor. And
Kaya nga,
it is from
Ngayon,
execution also.
ngayon alam mo na nabigyan pala kayo 5 days prior to the execution of the contract.
Within 5 days, Your Honor, from perfection.
Kaya nga, bakit nung nakaraang hearing, sabi mo, wala ka pang ni-review at hindi mo pa alam dahil wala kayong na-review na plano?
No,
Ngayon,
Your Honor. What we did not receive, Your Honor, are the vouchers because, as I said, Your Honor, we're on post-payment audit basis. We received the contracts, Your Honor. In fact, I said that our auditors are not lawyers. I said things like that, Your Honor. They are not lawyers, that they are not bound to.
So ito, may problema talaga. Kita, sa revelasyon lamang niya. Makikita mo sa revelasyon niya, Auditor ang number one problem natin. So where are the auditors? Anong klase ng auditor meron kayo dyan? Tapos, hindi sana mangyari mga ito kung nandoon ang mukha ng auditor. Kung nagbabantay ang mga auditor, ay basta matibay lamang ang dibdib ng mga auditors, ay hindi mangyayari itong nakawan sa construction. Ito, sinabi niya na mismo, wala na silang kakayahan. Pakinggan pa natin.
To the legal infirmities of the contract, and it is presumed that they are doing well in their job, that in their opinion, the contracts, I'm referring to contracts, Your Honor, because there are two contracts here. The contracts are above board in accordance with law and regulations, that it is for us in the region that will exactly determine the infirmities, if any, in the contracts.
Mr. Auditor, nung nakaraang hearing,
Auditor yan,
you were saying that you were not in a position to review the contracts. Sinabi mo yon. Ngayon, sinasabi mo na
Review on the technical aspect, Your Honor.
mo na naman.
No, Your Honor. I said that we are not in the position to review the contracts on the technical aspect, considering that we're not engineers, but our engineers did already the initial
Kumuha
review.
kayo ng engineers!
We could not post with the review, Your Honor, because of the lack of this structural design analysis, which until now, as I called our engineer, these documents are not yet provided, Your Honor.
Mr. Auditor,
Grabe.
alam mo ba na in that circular, more particularly under 3.14, the auditor shall review the contract within a period from 5 to 20 working days only?
They did it, Your Honor, our auditors, Your Honor. And because they did it already, they reviewed already, they forwarded the contracts to us for technical review on the technical aspects of the contracts, Your Honor.
O bakit yung tinatanong kita in the last hearing? Tinatanong kita whether or not you were able to examine and evaluate whether or not the area over which those projects have been built ay private land o hindi. And sabi mo, wala ka sa posisyon because you have not reviewed the contracts were not given to you. Ngayon, you are saying another matter. Ang sinasabi mo ngayon, baligtad na naman.
No.
ba talaga-
It's not another matter, Your Honor. I would like to clarify with you, Your Honor, that when we say we have to-
Mr. Auditor, bago kayo sumagot, intindihin nyo yung tinatanong. In the last hearing, nung tinatanong namin kayo, kung na-review ninyo yung mga plano at kung alam ninyo if you knew that those buildings were built on a private lands, ang sagot mo nung nakaraang hearing, hindi mo alam because the plans are not yet with you.
Your Honor, that was not my answer, Your Honor. My answer was that this issues about ownership of the land is not within our competence to say, Your Honor, because it is pending in the court. It's for the court, Your Honor, to say whether the demolition, whether the acquisition of the lot is proper.
Are you saying that the COA is not in a position to see to it that the area over which the buildings were built is not within your jurisdiction to examine?
Based on the documents, Your Honor, based on the contracts that were submitted to us, we have no way of knowing that, Your Honor, because it's not an item, even in the technical review of the contract, that a demolition is not included as a P item in the contract, Your Honor.
Alam mo ba, Director, na there are at least 20 checklists that must be submitted depending on the complexity of the project. For example, yung checklist A should be submitted to determine the project cost and duration, including demolitions kung meron. And then if
Yes.
the proponent will make a cost variation and the project accomplishment, nandyan lahat eh.
Yes,
Ano
about demolition, Your Honor,
F, G, N, and O.
if I may
Ngayon,
reiterate,
sabi
Your
mo-
Honor, that demolition cost is not a P item in the contract, Your Honor. That's why we will not know.
Pero ang sinasabi natin, I have been very candid with you during the last hearing, asking you whether you have reviewed the plans, because under this circular, you are also responsible in looking at every aspect, maski na yung equipment rental, equipment procurement, equipment lease, are all within the responsibility under this circular.
That's,
Kaya ang sinasabi ko sa inyo, kung meron kayong nagawa para ni-review ninyo yung project. Pero ang sinabi mo sa akin during the last hearing, ay wala pa kayong nire-review because you were on a post-audit basis. Yun lang mga sinabi mo eh.
Your Honor, we received the contracts, and according to our auditors, the contracts are above board, valid and proper. That's why we referred it to our technical people, to our technical engineers. And our technical engineers could not, as of now, push through with their technical evaluation because of the absence of this structural design analysis, Your Honor. And may I repeat, Your Honor, that
Grabe.
demolition cost not being a
Hindi
PIP,
kayo kumuha
we don't
ng
know, Your Honor,
engineer.
about any demolition happening in the area.
Yung mga
Ma-review
SPE
ninyo
na
yung
yan, hindi
contract.
naman kayo engineer.
What was the report to you by your detailed officers reviewing the contract? What feedback did you get?
The ones reviewing, Your Honor, are our auditors, and according to their evaluation, the contracts are proper, legally, and auditorially. Because on the
Okay.
aspects, Your Honor, that they're going to assure us whether there is no defect in the contracts on the auditorial and legal aspects. And so far, according to them, Your Honor, there are none. So that we refer the contracts to our technical engineers for the ensuing technical evaluation of the project, Your Honor, in which, may I repeat again, Your Honor, that this technical evaluation could not be pushed through because of the lack of the structural design analysis, Your Honor. And I called, Your Honor, this morning, our engineers, still this document was not submitted, Your Honor. Could not be submitted. I don't know the reason, Your Honor.
So what happened with the phase 1? It was originally a building with 4 floors. Pagkatapos they changed the specification, ginawa nilang second floor. Anong sabi ng office ninyo doon?
It's for our engineers to say on that, Your Honor, to comment on that. But again, Your Honor, they are requesting for the submission of this structural design analysis. And maybe after having that document, Your Honor, we can answer your question, Your Honor. But
Okay.
for now,
and
it is
then,
premature for us to answer on that, Your Honor.
and then you will make a promise that all these documents that are being asked by our chairman will be submitted on time, because we are going to prepare a committee report in due time.
We submitted, Your Honor,
O,
our,
sige,
we call it,
What
Your
is
Honor,
enough,
our
what is
updated,
sufficient is,
it's
i-out ko na
me
ito.
proposing to
What is
instead
sufficient is, we
submit
have
to you an
established na
updated-
yung ating sistema sa ating pamahalaan ay wala pala silang yung at the time of the implementation of the contract, dapat may tao sila na COA auditors. At ang kunin ninyo na auditor ay yung mga engineers. Mga CPA kayo, mga abogado, hindi nyo alam yan. Bastusan na talaga itong nangyari sa ating pamahalaan. At talaga sinadya naman nata ninyo yan sa COA dahil hindi kayo gumawa ng ganon para mailusot ang mga proyekto ng mga pagkakitaan. Ang hirap kaya di ba Charlie Whiskey, kung ikaw may galing na tao, paano mo malalaman na mayroong nangyaring nakawan kung pagtapos ng proyekto saka mo palang i-audit? Nakabaon sa simento yan. Yan po ang number 1 problem. So ito, ipakita ko kanina ang nangyari yan si Marcolita nung nagagala-80 sa galit. Pinanggalitan niyang kuha. Bakit kayo lumalabas na nag-audit lang kayo pagtapos ng proyekto? Yun ang puntos ni Marcolita, which is, I agree with. So ito ngayon, play natin ngayon yung puntos na yung portion na yan na kung saan ay nagagalit si Marcolita. Ito, i-share natin ang screen. So ito, dito magsimula.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, thank you. I did not get an answer. Senator
Mr.
Estrada,
Chair,
thank you very much.
With the permission of Senator Estrada, related kasi ito sa question niya. Mr. Chair, kung
Tama ka,
ganun
Charlie
na
Whiskey. Kulang ang
inamin ng
trabaho ng COA.
DPWH
Dapat
na mayroong
palawagin
ghost
pa nila.
projects
May pre-audit
dyan
dapat.
sa
At saka yung during
flood
audit,
control.
during the
Pwede malaman
implementation
from
contract, dapat may audit.
COA? Paano ito nakalusot?
O yun. Paano nakausap?
Anong papel ng COA dito sa ghost projects na ito? Bakit hindi ito nyo nakita? Pwede malaman, Mr. Chair?
Good morning.
Ang
po,
puntos ko
Mr.
dyan,
Chair.
Mr. Chairman, Senator Rodante Marcoleta, you can never know the ghost projects unless kung meron mismo sa sabi ni Charlie Whiskey pre-audit, nakita ng kuha ang pre-audit, nakita mga papel, nakita yung dapat may representative ang kuha during the bidding para ma-check ang mga papel. At the same time, bawalan na natin ang magpadala na may representative. Dapat ang tao mismo may-ari ng construction firm ang magda-attend. Hindi lang yung kay representative niya. Pagkatapos, dapat at the same time may kuha sa during the opening of the bids. At the same time, para pag-umpisa, bago pag-mobilize sa mga construction, pag simula pa lang, dapat may kuha. At the implementation stage, para malaman kung talagang totoong tao ito o hindi. Kung talagang ang kontrata ay ginagawa o hindi. Tama ba ako, Charlie Whiskey? O, pakinggan muna natin ang paki-comment mo lang po, Charlie Whiskey. Yan. I-play muna natin to.
And Your Honor, based po sa aming mga reports na nakuha
Yan,
po
taga-kuwa
from
yan
our
taga-kuwa ito.
regional and district engineering offices, ongoing pa lang po yung kanilang pag-collate ng mga observations, sir. Actually, sir, may mga observations naman po pero hindi ko po
Ang hirap po, Charlie Whiskey, paano mag-observe ang kuwa na hindi engineer? How efficient are their observations na kung ang ginagawa ng pag-observe after the project na? Pagkatapos na-awarded na, patapos na nabayaran na.
conclude na pertaining po ito doon sa mga ghost projects. Marami naman po kasing observation ng mga auditors natin, sir, kasi marami din pong types of audit ang kinakandak ng mga auditors natin.
Ang problema sa
regularly,
pre-audit,
sir. May compliance.
Yes, I mean for this particular projects na kinlay.
ang problema po sa pre-audit sa Pilipinas, Charlie Whiskey, silang internal auditor, dapat ikuha ang auditor external. Ang gumagawa, ang problema na internal auditor ang gumagawa. Naku, ang mga internal auditor, binibigyan ng pera yan para lang malusot ang mga papel.
Inamin ng DPWH na talagang ghost projects ito.
Yes,
Pwede
sir.
nyo tutukan ito and can we have results
Yes,
in the
sir.
next hearing na
Yes, sir.
ikakandak natin?
Opo, sir. Actually, sir, meron na po tayong office order from our chairman, particularly para sa fraud audit po ng Bulacan, sir.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair,
I hope
Chairman.
next hearing, ha?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Opo.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, related to kay Senator Jingo in order of arrival. Just
Alright,
one
alright.
question, Mr. Chairman.
All right. I'll
Is it
give
okay,
it.
Mr. Chairman. Isang tanong lang.
Isang tanong
Parang
lang.
tinitipid mo ata ako, Mr. Chair.
Dalawa.
Dalawa.
Sige.
Kasi nabanggit nga dito kanina na may mga ghost projects, na may mga projects na nabigay sa mga kontrakto na kaduda-duda for the longest time. Ang tanong ko sa DPWH, kasi sa ngayon, nag-research kami, sa 103 na blacklisted na mga contractors, isa lang dito ang na-blacklist ng DPWH sa flood control. Isa lang. Bakit isa lang? Eh kung inaamin naman ng DPWH, at pinag-usapan natin dito for the longest time, marami mga anomalya, katiwalian sa flood control at mga contractor na gumagawa ng gross projects, bakit isa lang ang na-flag down on a blacklist?
Well, Your Honor, I think Unfortunately, these are now being validated in the field. You know, these are now being validated in the field. So, pagka wala naman pong derogatory information that will come out in the bidding process for these contractors, they could be allowed actually to participate. Wala naman po kaming basis actually for...
Okay, magbibigay ako ng reason kung bakit isa lang na blacklist sa dinami-dami mga kalokohan. Kasi karamihan sa mga empleyado sa DPWH ay mga contractor mismo. So sila ang gumagawa ng mga proyekto ng mga ghost project. So hindi nila iba-blacklist sarili nila. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Mr. Chair. Mr. Secretary, doon sa 5-point-something billion, most of these are ghost projects, as you have admitted already.
Oh, I cannot say that most of it at this point in time, Your Honor. But I think in this 5.9 billion pesos that is nandyan sa Wawaw Builders, there could be some.
Kasi sa Bulacan muna yung pinag-uusapan natin.
Yes, Your Honor.
So some of these projects are ghost projects.
Could be, Your Honor.
So that's convenient already. Some of these projects in Bulacan are ghost projects.
Mr. Chairman.
What happens with the performance bond? What do you do with the performance bond?
Oh.
Each project
Ang performance bond, parang
has
guarantee
a
yan.
performance bond. Tama
Yeah.
po?
Yes, Your Honor.
Aren't you supposed to confiscate the performance bond?
Well, if the project has lapsed actually for its warranty, Your Honor.
Hindi, as admitted, some of these projects are ghost projects.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you have to run after the performance bond. Yung insurance company, kailangan habulin natin.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes.
What will you do?
Well, as soon as we are able to file all the necessary.
How much does it take? The insurance company, sa experience ninyo, these are ghost projects.
As soon as we are able to finally come up with the documentation.
ang tagal yung
Yeah, okay, for the record,
Yes,
kapag nakita natin na ghost projects, you will run after
absolutely. Your
the
Honor.
performance bonds
Absolutely, yes,
posted
Your Honor.
by these contractors.
Yes, Your Honor.
And to the question of Senator Bato, Madam Coa, ano ba ang ginawa ninyo? Most of these projects have been established, admitted as ghost projects. Bakit hindi kayo makapagsalita, makapag-report?
Oo nga.
Ghost pala. Bakit lumusot sa inyo?
Sir, sa ngayon po, sir, since we are still consolidating and gathering data from our regional and district auditors.
Alam niyo yung
sir.
problema, you have
Yes,
a
sir.
very standard way of answering us.
Yes,
eh.
sir.
You are still waiting for
No,
your
sir.
regional offices. Alam niyo yung problema ninyo,
Oh, anong problema? Sa standard na sagot, we're still waiting. Oh.
Madam Coa? Kasi puro kayo post-audit eh.
Oh, yan. Puso
Mag-audit kayo pag tapos na yung project.
Oh, wala ka talagang makukuha dyan. Puso-audit lang kayo.
Like what happened in Misamis Occidental.
Oh, yan.
I ask
Misamis
your regional,
Occidental.
anong tawag nyo?
Oh, attention, mga Misamis Occidental na mga nakatira dyan, lalo niyan sa Lamaan, sa Usamis, si kay Mayor Dumanhog, dyan sa Bonifacio, sa Calamba, lahat-lahat dyan. Makinig kayo, ito yung bida na ngayon ng Usamis.
Director po, sir.
Regional Director ng COA. I ask him, there is a very irregular project being constructed in Misamis Occidental in Barangay Lamaan. This is a project shepherded by the former, ano ba yun? He was a deputy speaker
Henry Sevilla Owaminal.
in the House of Representatives. Kapareho ko siyang deputy speaker. He was able to get a 50 million project from DPWH.
50 million, siningit yon. Ni Saldico, siningit.
Tinanong ko yung DPWH doon in Region 10. How come DPWH now is funding housing projects? Kailan nangyari ito?
Yun, doon lang sa Lamaan.
And then when I ask him, Yung baka kung pagtatayuan ng lupa ng housing project na yan, costing 50 million pesos. By the way, Mr. Secretary, yung contractor doon ay itong Alpha and Omega General Contractor and Development Corporation, one of the 15 contractors identified by the President.
Oh, yan. Si Sara Diskaya. Ang ginamit ni O Animal.
Sabi ko, tinanong ko sa kanya, alam mo ba na yung pagtatayuan ng housing project na ito ay hindi pa sa pangalan ng city?
Grabe.
I don't know, sir. Bakit hindi mo alam? Kasi po, mag-audit lang po kami pagkatapos ng project. Saan ka naman nakakitang? Ibig po, sinasabi ko na nga sa iyo ngayon eh. The city of Laman, the local government's LG unit at that time, succeeded in getting a writ of possession.
Kasi ang judge doon, binayaran. Pasensya na, ang judge doon, binayaran. Yan ang Supreme Court, i-address niyo yan. Imbestigahan yung judge doon sa panahon ng housing project yan.
On the basis of the writ of possession, itatayo nila yung housing project. I told them, is the writ of possession transform itself as a title for the city? Hindi ko po alam, sabi ng inyong COA. Pag natapos ang project na ito, kanino kakuha ang project na ito? Hindi ko po alam.
May pribadong titulo yung mga lupa na ginamit sa housing project ng government. Anong klase yun?
Ito po yung nangyayari ngayon. Ito na naman pong Alpha and Omega General Contractors and Development. Ginamit lang po yung lisensya niya, Mr. Secretary.
Oh, kaya may ghost projects kasi gumamit ng lisensya.
Alam mo niyo kung sino yung gumawa doon? Yung mismong gobernador ngayon.
Oh, yun. Gobernador siya rin ang kontraktor. Congressman siya noon. Henry Sevilla Uaminal.
Mayroong isang construction company. I hope he is listening. At sasabihin ko sa kanya ngayon, hindi pa ako tapos sa'yo.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman.
Very good, very good.
Mr. Chairman.
Let me continue with the...
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Chair, you still have the floor, Mr.
kasi
Chair.
po,
Just a clarification, Mr. Chairman, kasi taga Region 10 ako.
yes, sir.
So,
Sabihin
hindi
ko lang
naman
ito
taga
na
Bukidnon yun, Mr. Chairman. Hindi Bukidnon yun.
yung
Yung project na yan ay hindi sa Bukidnon. Saan
Misamis
yun?
Occidental ito eh.
Misamis.
Laman, no, laman.
Okay.
O
Thank
malayo
you for
yung
the-
bukid noon.
Thank you for the
Senator.
clarification, sir.
Mr. Chairman, connected to
So,
the...
Senator Soto, okay ka na? Tapos ka na po kayo? Kasi kayo yung mga may priority
hindi
mo
pa.
na magtanong. And then, Senator Villanueva, wala na siya rito. Senator De La Rosa, okay ka na? And then, now, I will call, pwede ba?
I'm not yet through, Mr. Chair. Only one question. Nasa akin pa yung floor, Mr. Chair.
Paano mo nalaman sa iyo pa ang floor?
Pare sila singit na singit eh.
Pinasisingit mo kasi. Wag ka na magpasingit. You continue.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair. Okay, Mr. Secretary. Once proven that these are ghost projects, what action are you going to take?
We will file all the necessary
Necessary.
charges, Your
Charges.
Honor.
Nako.
And ghost projects, actually, sabi ko nga, anybody who is involved in the implementation of
kailan
that
ka pa
kind of a
gumalaw?
project has to be
Resign ka na dyan sa DPWH.
answerable. Your Honor.
Pagkatapos na mawala yung pera natin, nawala yung pera ng gobyerno.
Well, unfortunately, Your Honor, this is
Unfortunately.
Ito bang mga these municipalities that have mentioned, nabayaran na ba yung itong Wawaw builders? Bayad na ba?
Wow, kung sa Bisaya pa,
Mr. Chair,
wow,
yung mga
iyak na
projects
iyak.
na na-complete, Mr. Yung mga projects that have been filed, palagay ko na nabayaran na po lahat to.
Nako, babaw na tayo, mamaw na. Wala na si Wawaw.
So,
Except
when will
for-
we expect your investigation to finish?
In
Hey,
probably in a couple of weeks or next
Hey.
week, Your Honor, we just have
Mabilis
And who is
Wala
in charge of inspecting the quality control in the province of Bulacan?
right now, Your Honor, I have relieved the entire district office.
ba't ngayon lang?
I have relieved the
Yes.
entire district office and the
Assuming that
regional.
you have relieved all your all your officials, who is this person who is in charge of inspecting the
Yung
quality
mga project
control in
hindi sa
Bulacan
kawawa,
before
maliliit
you
lang.
relieve them?
Naku, di ba
In
sagot?
the district office, Your Honor.
Oh. So of course, sa
In
district
charge nga
office.
doon sa quality control ng Bulacan. I don't know.
Your Honor, just may I have to consult.
Nako! When you come to court, come with clean hands. When you come to the Senate, come with complete hands.
Ano first name nito?
Wala pala kayong daladalang detalye. Anong klase ito si DPWH
I
bunuan?
was just informed, Your Honor, sorry about that. But the person who is supposed to undertake quality control in the district is Norberto Santos, Your Honor.
Okay.
Asan si Norberto
Mr. Chair, I
Santos?
would like to, I move that we invite this person in our
Noted,
next
noted.
hearing. I'm done, Mr. Chair.
Let me make another clarification. Kanina po sinabi namin yung total flood control budget ay 849. Yun pong 849 billion was only for 2022 to 2024. Ang total po from 2022 to 2025 is actually 1 trillion 200 billion 308 million 300,000 or 1.2 trillion pesos.
Okay, so with that, I stop. Okay, hanggang dyan na lang. Ano, dito sa laman na to, magsasummarize lang ako. Pinresent ko itong laman na project para lamang mapatunayan natin na mayroong nangyayari na masama sa ating sistema. Ang puntos ko dito, yung duration ng audit dapat meron. Hindi lang, ang problema ko sa pre-audit Charlie, internal auditors, yung kanilang opisina na auditor. Sa ibang opisina, mayroon tinatawag na resident auditor, ang kuha, pero hindi sila nakikialam sa internal matters. Ang function talaga ng auditor na ginagawa sa ngayon, sa standard ng kuha, Commission Audit, post-audit lamang po sila. Ang nag-approve ng pag-release ng pera, pagpadiretso yung internal auditors ng kada opisina. Yan ang problema natin. Sa ibang mga opisina, mayroon tinatawag na resident auditors ang kuha. Pero but then limited ang participation nila. So it is now how time. Dapat gumawa sila ng batas na pag walang approval ng internal auditors ng opisina at ng resident auditor, dapat lahat ng opisina ay mayroon ng resident auditors. At dapat gagawa sila ng batas na sa lahat ng construction projects, dapat meron na silang hinahire na mga engineers na permanent employees o di kaya yung permanent employees dapat para ang responsibility mayroon. Kasi pag mag-hire lamang sila ng engineers na on contractual basis ay wala silang responsibility, walang accountability. So ngayon, pag meron namang mga IT projects sa Limbawa, mag-hire din sila ng auditors ng mga IT na dapat on a permanent basis. So bigyan ng dagdag na pera ang kuwa para magkaroon sila ng kakayahan na mag-hire ng mga engineers at mga experts sa technology para sila ang gagamitin sa pagdidikdik kasi walang kakayahan ang abogado at ang mga CPA, wala silang kakayahan para malalaman sa ang mga projects kung ay sumusunod o hindi. By the nature of the projects, of all engineering projects, particularly the construction projects, by the nature of it alone, you can never determine what really happened after the project is done. The only way for engineering projects to be assured of quality, kagaya ng ginagawa sa private sectors. Kapag ikaw, halimbawa, Romel Benson, naimbag na malim, na? Kung ikaw ang may project, patayo ka ng bahay o mansion mo, Romel Benson. How will you be assured na yung ginawa ng kontraktor na kinuha mo ay tama. Of course, kukuha ka ng independent, hiwalay na architect or engineer na siya magbabantay sa pagsagawa ng project. The same thing must go through in any project in the government. Na mag-hire sila ng auditor na sarili nila, huwag sila umasa sa DPWH na engineers. Kasi iyon po ay magkaroon na ng conflict of interest. Alam naman natin, alam ko yan kasi marami ako nakausap na kapwa ko engineers. Na sila binibigyan ng pera just for the purpose of approving the application for bill payments. Progress billing po ang lahat ng kasagaran, kakaramihan na ginagawa dito. So para mabayaran sila ng DPWH, kailangan aprubahan ng DPWH engineers na nagmumonitor ng project. But then, aside from that, dapat may auditor pa rin na engineer. Nahiwalay. Ganun dapat sana ang sistema natin gagawin. Okay? So with that, so again natin so big sabihin, the conclusion is, dapat may auditor at the time of the implementation of the all projects, whatever project it may be. So, magtatawag na ko. Hindi ko siguro kayo matawag lahat-lahat. So, Violet Brown, tapos si Bernard Magtibay, si Petra Gatusang, si P. Abakahin ako niya. Kumusta ka dyan sa Tagum? Kumusta si Julie? Pabalikin mo na si Julie. Patawagin mo sa akin. Benvenidor Quitillo, Linda Acadeno from Hawaii, si Edhay Lamago, hina boses ba? Justin watching from United Kingdom. Magandang araw po, Katoto. Lazaro de Los Santos. Meron namang resident auditor ang DPWH, kaso wala yan, pinibigyan lang ng sobre yan. Pag resident auditor, kailangan hindi resident auditor, papalit-palit. So Green Heart, mastermind si Tambaluslos, kaya ginaya ng mga kaalyado niyang buwaya. Tama po kayo dyan. Si Jan Suarez, kasi tinapatan din ng pera ang mga auditor. Ayun, yan ang problema natin. Si Greenheart, ang DPWH, ang unang manager, dahil hindi nag-umpisa ang projects kung hindi sila mag-go signal. Jan Suarez, lahat may basbas, yan kay Tamba, sa pamamagitan ni Saldico. Lazaro de Los Santos, magdidemand pa yan ng percentage at least 1% minimum. Si Ricky Albay, di po taning auditor ni Nami pakugon. Pangakig na si Ricky Albay. Charlie Whiskey, duda ako dyan kay Marcoleta. Merong kinalaman dyan sa flood control anomaly. Tingnan muna natin. Let us not conclude yet. Celso Aliliano, good job, Senator Marcolita. Vincent Reyes, wala ata nangyari sa kaso ni Uwaminal. Kawawa yung mga inagawan ng mga titulado na bahay. Malakas kapit ni Uwaminal. Charlie Whiskey, sabi naman ni Marcolita, hindi pa siya tapos kay Minal, babalikan daw niya. Charlie Whiskey, Marcolelat, kuha sa accounting lang yan. Lazaro de Los Santos, na pagkakaalam ko, nagdidemand pa nga ng 2% yung auditor, nag-conduct performance kasi meron din silang mga engineers. Ganun ba mga engineers? Bakit hindi nila ginagamit? Charlie Whiskey, kuha do not evaluate projects only the disbursement and how they use government funds. Charlie Whiskey uli, merong auditors. Yan, pre-audit. Pero ang pre-audit na alam ko, Charlie, ay sariling internal auditors na hindi kuha auditors. Tapos Charlie Whiskey, hindi pa nag-release ang purchase order kung walang pre-audit. Sarili nilang auditor yan, hindi yan kuha auditor. Pre-audit happens after the bidding. Yata, when they release the purchase order. Tapos, Ofrida Gustav's daughter. Pariner ang apelido nito. Parang German sounding. Complicit lahat. Especially ang kuwa, malala na po. Institutional na po ang corruption sa Pilipinas. Complete overhaul ang kailangan. Tama po kayo. Si Charlie Whiskey, Mayroon talaga internal auditor ng kuha sa mga government accounting offices. So where are they now? What they have they done? Arthur Lara Cortezano, akala ko matino si Uwaminal. Hindi po matino yan. Number 1 na animal yan sa Misamis Occidental. Tapos Melchor Tugunon, kuha mag-picture sa project for documentation purposes lang. Anong nyari sa inyo? Anyari? So Charlie Whiskey, anong performance band sa progress billing? Yun. Ang performance band ay kinukuha yan kung hindi natakong may dapat bayaran ang kontraktor. Virginia Pire, nakakilabot na galawan ng kontraktor. Teresa Verina, ghost projects, bakit hindi pa nag-resign ang mga DPWH secretary? Eliza Felix Divina, sumampol ka, Press BBM, parang mahuli talaga ang big piece. Brett Talk, Charlie Whiskey, paano ipadimulis yan? Hindi magrereklamo ang owner ng pa. Nadimulis na po. Okay? Agustin Sabalo, todo depensa at todo tanggi ang DPWH dunuan. Mahiya naman kayo sa mga taxpayer, mag-resign na kayo. Tama po, mag-resign ka ng bunuan. Tapos Charlie Whiskey, naku, daming auditor nun. Romel Bengson, sana may bitay ng mga government officials na corrupt. Helen Baguio, nakahabol sa RIVE. Salamat po, Helen. Charlie Whiskey, limited lang IT sa laws. The Congress or Council pass. Hindi, what is important yung expertise nila. Kailangan nyo ng auditor. Helen Baguio, mano lahat ng corrupt. Pastor Rodi Rabi, Bernard Shaw, bumabaha ang luxury vehicles ng mga kawatan pero ang baha sa kalsada hindi natutuyo. Rodi Rabi, sana sila rin ang may kinalaman. O sige bago ako magsatsara, gusto ko lang ipakita yung mga project na tapos na sa Barangay Lamaan. Natapos nga nila. Tingnan nyo kung gaano ba kaganda o kapangit ang mga project na ito. Tingnan natin Hindi, ipakita ko lang sa inyo pala yung actual na demolition na nangyari. Ito na lang. Ito na lang po ang gagawin ko. Ito, para bago tayo mag-out. Makita nyo lang kung gaano ka lintik itong ginawa nila. Ayan. Let's see. Okay, Jorge. Kita niyo mga demolition na nangyari. Yan po Barangay Lamaan sa Sami City. Yung mga private na mga demolish na po yan ay yung mga pribadong bahay na inagaw ang lupa at tapos patayuan ni Uwaminal ng housing project. Yan, kita mo private land yan. Yan yung makikita ninyo yung backbone ng Uwaminal. Pero hindi naman si Alpha Omega may-ari yan. Ang backbone na yan, may tatak po yan na HSO Construction. Kaya ganun katalamak po ang bukha ng construction sa buong Pilipinas. Sabi ni Charlie, ano yan, ito po yung yung nangyari sa Barangay Laban, na giniba ang mga bahay para patayuan ng bagong bahay na ibibigay doon na housing project daw. So kakaiba itong housing project na ito. Sapagkat ang housing project na ito po ay ang nangyari, inaagaw ang pribadong lupa, may titulo. May bahay, gigibain mga bahay, palayasin at kung may project sila. Yan po ang gusto nilang gagawin. Yan yung kara at modelo ng animal talaga na uaminal. So, ganun po sila. So, hanggang dyan na lang muna tayo at nakikita niyo kung paano at mag-out na po tayo. Maraming salamat po sa inyong panonood. At na tayo, tapos si Conrad Kamit na Talamak na nakawan sa administrasyon ni Marcos, nakawang mamayang Pilipinas, Romel Castro, tapos Benji Arsiga Capio, Flood Control, Benji Arsiga, taga Bulacan po ako, wala po kami naramdaman, ganun ba? Edtan, Gina PD Buff, Jurar Plaga, Safeguards Against Corruption requires both technical measures, i-process ang systems and governance measures. Makikita mo yung si Engineer Junar Plaga. Yan, kaklase ko, matalino talaga. Salamat sa mga advice mo. Rodi Rabi, sila rin ang may kinalaman. Basta pera, tapos ang usapan. Iyon ang problema natin. So hanggang dyan na lang tayo at magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Sana i-share